Okay, we are live. Welcome, Matthew. Thank you for being first, my friend. All right, let me go ahead and share this out real quickly, and then we will go from there. Carlos, how you doing? Welcome, Carlos. I'm going to share this out, guys. Give me one moment. All right, what is going on, everybody? Leroy, welcome, my friend. Al, you are the GOAT, my friend. I am not. I'm just here. Applebee Gaming. Applebee Marathon, my friends, welcome. Tyler, what is going on? Anthony, Matthew, Mr. Webster, how you doing? Randy, welcome. Finally made it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Did you see the AFC game? You know what? No, I didn't catch no football at all today. I'll just be waiting on my 49ers to play. I haven't really looked at anything. Carlos says, I listen to Mirrors all day. Well, thank you, Carlos. I greatly appreciate that. Ryan Beck is here. Ryan, welcome, my friend. Yo, Pete. Yo, Primetime Jay. How you doing? Texans game was great. I didn't see it. I got to see it. Brian, hi, my friend. How are you doing? I am doing wonderful. So, guys, as you know, I'm going to give some people some time. Nate, my good friend Nate, what is going on? I'm going to give you guys some time to go ahead and get in here. I know I said 10 o'clock, so I'm about 3 minutes early. You know I'm always either early or a little late. So today I chose a little early. But we'll give it a couple of minutes here, then we'll get started. There's not much news. So guys, I'm sorry, but there's not much at all. I haven't, been told really anything new. I do believe the Yankees are still out there to get a left-handed bat. I think they will add a left-handed bat. Let's see who that is. Pete Zilla. I like it. Hear this? Pete Zilla. We got a little company today. I'm being supervised today by the wifey. She is supervising me to make sure that, I kind of stick to the baseball thing today. And I don't go a little nuts like last time. I think I was talking about titties and things of that nature. Kind of forgot everything that happened, but, it is what it is. So she's over there. I don't think she wants to be on camera today. But, let her be. Let her enjoy herself over there. We'll have our conversation. No, I don't think the hater talks are dead. Again, it's what I said from the very beginning of this. The Yankees and the Brewers match up well. The problem is they don't have to deal him. They don't have to just give him away. They could tell the Yankees, look, this is what we want. If you want to get the guy, we're saying you can have him, but this is what we want. We're not going to go off of this. We have no reason to. They don't have reason to trade Hader. They could keep him. They got 4 years of control. Why get rid of him? Unless you get blown away, that's the way it should be. The Yankees definitely got the players to do it. They just got to see what happens. Any traction on Hap? I haven't heard anything new. I haven't heard anything new at all about that. DJ Steele's my friend. What is going on? Thank you, my friend, for joining. Long-time watcher, first time in the chat. Nice. Well, I'm happy you're getting to experience the chat. Now, I do wish we had some more stuff to talk about today because there's not much going on. I'm sure we could talk about kind of what the team could look like, who has a chance to make the roster, who doesn't. Is there going to be one of these late trades? Is Andujar going to stick around? What do the Yankees do with him? Man, Eric Thames makes so much sense to me. I know some people don't like that option. I think he makes all the sense in the world to me. I brought this up not that long ago, and somebody DM'd me and said, Pete, isn't he kind of Mike Ford? Power-wise, I don't know if you want to say that. Here's the thing that I like about Eric Thames. One, he's a veteran. He's been there. He's done that. He's played on the big stage. I know. But Thames could also play left field and right field. The Yankees have an opening in left field, possibly. In right field, DH, move that around. You could do a lot of movement with that area there. So for the Yankees, I could see them doing something like that. I think it makes a lot of sense. We'll see. I am not going to do predictions now until I know all the clubs. I'll wait till the season begins or right before the season begins to give my yearly predictions that I do every year. Trade is coming. Brett Gardner is not in a 40-man. I agree. They're holding that spot definitely for a reason. I think you could definitely see Happ ended up being that guy. I think Sessa could possibly be dealt. Holder could be dealt. There's a few names on the Yankees roster. You can see him move some guys around. Brett Gardner's not on there yet, so you're 100% right. I saw some people say, oh, that's probably because he had an injury and not going to get him. They're keeping Gardner. Gardner's a Yankee. He will be a Yankee. Where do you see Andujar ending up, assuming he doesn't get dealt? That's also a great question, man. I think there's a lot you can do with Miguel Andujar. You don't have to go ahead and trade him. A lot of Yankee fans have given up on him and said, look, it's time to get rid of him now. Get anything you can. I've seen Yankee fans saying they give him up for a relief pitcher. Folks, do not forget the type of hitter this guy is. Yes, I get it. The defense has not came around yet. Damn it, folks. He has 1 full year in the majors. Give him some time. Look at the man's body. Miguel Andujar is not a guy who you can see that's not athletic enough to learn a position. Whether that's third base, whether it's first base, whether it's left field, whether it's right field. This is a guy who has the body, who has the ability to move around pretty quick. He's not some slow in the mud type of guy. He can move. He's not some chubby, heavy-set guy who you would think as he gets older, maybe his weight makes him slower. I don't see that from Miguel Andujar. I see a guy that can get better range, can get much better reaction, and is already working on his throwing. So, we'll see what happens with him. But he's not a guy to give up just to get rid of him. I think that is so stupid. Andujar was great as he was the MVP of the club his first year. He was awesome. I do watch the NFL playoffs. I didn't watch today, to be honest. Andujar's coming with a chip on his shoulder. Gio, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. I think it'll be a genius idea to let this guy stay here. Unless a team comes around and offers maybe a good, controllable starter. Maybe that's the case. But we'll see. How you doing, Pete? Haven't seen you in a while. Well, here I am, my friend. I am doing wonderful. I am doing absolutely wonderful. It's going to be a pretty busy week for me this week. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Probably more Friday and Saturday. I'm shooting a music video to my song Level Up. So that's going to be really fun and exciting. And it's another one I'm personally doing myself and putting together. So that should be exciting this week. Jack, how you doing, my friend? We going to shave when the season starts? No, probably not. I'm probably going to shave before that. Bold prediction, Miguel Andujar wins a Gold Glove at first base. That is fairly bold because I would like to see him do well. I don't expect him to be a Gold Glover anytime soon. Did I miss anything? No. Like I said before, guys, there's really not much news out there to talk about. I don't have anything to break. I don't make things up to talk about things, so we'll see. Nate says, when are you planning on releasing the album? Sometime at the beginning of the year over the next 3 or 4 months. More than likely over the next 3 or 4 months. When is Stanton's opt-out? He can opt out after this season. Domingo German wins Golden Gloves fighting in the women's circuit. Oh my God. Domingo got suspended. We know that. 80 plus games. Jack, speaking of Domingo German, perfect timing, Jack, and thank you for the contribution, man. I appreciate it. What should the Yankees do with Domingo German? If you guys listen to one of my videos that I released, I want to say it was in the middle. I don't remember when it was. It was a couple of videos ago, I believe. One of the things I was told about Domingo German is that if he does get a long suspension, which he does, he got 60-something games he'll miss early in the year. I think come back in July, I want to say. June, whatever it is. A lot of people think he may come back as a relief pitcher. A lot of people do not think he's going to come back and be a regular starter for the Yankees. A lot of people think it'll be a relief pitcher. That's what I was told early on. But again, it's hard to say that because we don't know what the rotation is going to be. We don't know if the rotation is going to be Montgomery in the 5th spot, Happ in the 5th spot, or somebody else. So until we know that, until we see the games being played and where the Yankees are at that point, we don't have any idea. But I was told a lot of people expect that they're not going to give him a starting role once he gets back unless they really need it, or he's going to be a relief pitcher next year. I'm not a big fan of the opener, so I know that's something they can do. But if you guys know me well, even though it worked out sometimes on some games, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it at all. I am not a fan of it at all. Ryan, you're such an ass. Oh, Ryan, you crack me up, man. So nothing on Hater. Brandon, no, man. I have nothing new on Hater. Nothing new at all besides the stuff that I've already told you guys. That's all on my YouTube page and on my Twitter. I don't have anything else to bring to you guys there. Is German not being a starter a form of punishment? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Guys, I've argued with people on Twitter when they jump to the gun to call somebody a bad person or this or that, and the whole Aroldis Chapman thing. I remember Max Wildstein or whatever. I made him look like a fool multiple times, and Max, I like you, but I cannot knock the truth that I made you look like a fool plenty of times. I could even go over them, but I got no time to do that and no reason to. He said, Aroldis Chapman, good player, bad man. Shit happens, folks. Doesn't make you a terrible human. Yes, it may be disgusting, and we may, on the outside looking in, say it's horrible. And it is. And it is. But I'm not going to sit here and say somebody should be punished the rest of their life because who the hell knows what really went down and what really happened. Hell, MLB didn't even say what really happened. They didn't break down what they found. They just said the evidence was so significant. So what really happened? What did they see? It would be nice to see that. I've made mistakes in my life. I don't think I'm a bad person. I don't think I'm by any means a bad person. A lot of people, I've never hit a woman besides the time I had to smack my wife around a little bit. But hey, we're not going to talk about that.
How did that work out?
Huh?
Exactly.
I got suspended 32 games. Joking. No, she would probably beat me in a fight. No, she would probably whip my ass. Oh, Astros. Speaking of the Astros, I was in the ICU for a month, I remember. Speaking of the Astros, let me tell you guys what I said on Twitter a little earlier and why I feel that way. On Twitter, I said, why do I get a feeling that the Astros are basically going to get away with this thing and nothing really severe is going to happen? The reason I feel that way is, how long does this have to go on? How long does it take to have a true understanding of, hell, these guys cheated? They used technology to cheat. Well, what happened? Does it really take this long to confirm this? Does it take this long to kind of target who the main people behind this were? Because my belief is somebody's going to flip. Somebody's going to flip and throw everything out there. This is not the day and the age of everybody, hey, hush it up and don't say nothing. This is the day and the age of I'm gonna talk I'm gonna start singing. They did it. This is that age. Nobody says hush anymore. Something happened here. And I'm concerned. I really am. I mean, we are what? A month away from spring training. We haven't heard a peep about this. We're a month away from spring training. Spring training is next month. It's already January 2020, and we have not heard nothing about this story that broke months ago. Nada, not a zip. Besides that, we're interviewing people. So I know baseball probably wants to try to save face as much as possible because at the end of the day, it still makes baseball look bad. So we'll see what the final outcome is. I am not too hopeful, put it that way, that this outcome is going to be really detrimental to the Astros. Maybe it won't be at all. But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. What do you guys think on that? They should drop the hammer, but that's my concern. I don't think they are. Max says the Astros owner is in bed with the MLB. Maybe. Ban all involved. I agree. Dave says fry him. Dave ain't playing. Roberto Osuna versus Domingo German in the ring. All right. Hey, they both got in trouble for the same thing. I don't know who's winning that match. I think if they make playoffs, they lose HFA, home field advantage. See, I don't know if it has to. I don't think the punishment has to be anything like that where it affects their in-season play. I think what it just has to do is there got to be a severe punishment for the real people involved here. Simple as that. If it comes to find out that AJ Hinch knew all along, which you got to believe he did, or he had any part in setting any of this up, or how premeditated all this was, I think you got to ban this guy. This guy went live in front of people for the press, making fun of the Yankees. Well, if I knew all it took was to get under the Yankee skin was to say this stuff, I would have did it years ago. Really? So I truly believe, based on his comments, I see people knock Palmeiro and Sosa and Bonds for lying about taking steroids. This guy's lying about cheating too. What's the difference? What's the difference? These guys' character and reputation have been ruined forever. Theirs are going to stay uptight? They're going to be able to walk in the room with their heads up every day? Bullshit. Shouldn't work that way. Shouldn't work that way. What kind of stats do I see Stanton having? If Stanton's healthy all year, I mean, you got to think 35 plus homers easily. I don't know if he's ever going to bat really high in the American League. Now, he does have a great lineup that'll protect him well. I could see him batting over 270, hitting 35 plus homers. Again, he is where I was last year with Gary Sanchez when I said, I don't expect the world, but I expect what I think I know you can definitely do. I'm not going to over-exaggerate, and I'm not going to think you're going to underperform. I'm going to leave it right there. And I think 35 homers for Stanton is actually pretty average for him, to be honest, if he's fully healthy. And he gets DH at-bats, and he plays left field, he plays some right field. I think that's more than fine. I think that's more than okay. What would you want to add to the bullpen? The Yankees got a pretty solid pen. They got a lot of young guys coming up too who can really step up in that bullpen. They got a lot of young guys in AAA. And some guys even in AA. I think Nick Nelson made it to AAA last year. He's right there. They got a lot of guys who can really make a difference. I think Daniel Hudson would be a great pickup. I don't think he's going to get a ton of money. I think Daniel Hudson would make sense. I think there's some trades out there that could make a bit of sense for the Yankees. But yeah, that Hader is of course out there. But I think Hudson will be a good pickup, another veteran for this ball club. Why not? And again, you know, guys like Holder aren't out of the picture. They still got a lot of guys in the minors that can step up and do this. Sessa had a good year. So there's a lot of guys that can do different things. Give me 1 second, folks. Let me remove this idiot. All right, we're back. It's very important to have a good pen. Very important. Predictions for Gleyber? Oh, whoops. Whoa. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, folks. Give me a second. Wow. That was the power of Gleyber Torres. What are you drinking? No, I'm not drinking. I just expect more progression. Man. I think Gleyber Torres will only keep getting better. I think he will. Domingo German, my phone, yes. I think Gleyber Torres just keeps getting better. I really do. To think he's going to have the same year as last year, it's tough, man. Last year was a great year. I do think he has a chance to keep getting better. I think he will keep getting better. And we'll see. We'll leave it at that. I just expect continued progression. Better defense. We'll see what happens. Torres is similar to Mays. I don't like player comparisons like that. Will the Yankees extend DJ? I thought this would have been a great offseason to do it. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think they should have done it already. Maybe they leave it out to see what happens again. and they know if they can re-sign him again, they will. So I think it makes sense. Yes, they made some changes to that training staff. Something I reported on early in the offseason, that a lot of the coaching staff is going to be changed up a little bit. I knew that was coming. We all probably knew that was coming when it comes to that. So good. I mean, doesn't guarantee guys won't get hurt. No. Maybe they'll be better prepared. Maybe that had a lot to do with it, the preparation these guys were taking for the long season. And, yeah, we'll see how it works out. You can't stop guys from getting injured, but it'll be interesting to see what the Yankees try to do to prevent it. And they've already done that. So it'll be interesting to see what the differences will be. Will there be any interest in Ken Giles? I don't see why not. The Yankees did try to trade for him at the deadline. He's a guy a lot of teams will be interested in, but I think the Jays look to keep him. They added Ryu. Again, they got a great young offense. They got some really good young pitchers coming up that are not far off. So the Jays are a team you want to look out for. I don't think it's this year, but we'll see. Could we possibly get Lindor or Nolan? I don't think so. I don't think either of those are going to happen. Interest in Chris Bryant? I think anybody would be interested, but I don't see that happening either. Predictions for Judge? Judge is really the same thing if you ask me when it comes to Stanton. I think if Judge could stay healthy, he's one of the top 5 offensive players in baseball. I mean, I want a full healthy season from Aaron Judge again, because 40 homers I think is almost a given. And I think a good batting average is also coming there. I think he's getting much better with his approach. And again, playing the Yankee Stadium helps him. Batting second is going to help him. I think the Yankees probably keep him there. I think they keep the DJ, Judge, Gleyber possible 1, 2, 3 going. And yeah, I think Aaron Judge, if he's healthy, is always going to put up fantastic numbers. He's just that type of player. So we'll see. Yankees outfield is injury prone, no doubt about it. That's why guys like Tauchman is good there. Frazier's there. You still got some other guys. Granite, who they picked up, who's another guy. You got Gardner. You got Tauchman. So they got some guys there. Thoughts on writers' votes for Hall of Fame? They need to change the process. I agree. I've always said that. I think players, when they get into the Hall of Fame, should have a Hall of Fame vote. I think that makes all the sense in the world. Along with becoming a Hall of Famer, you get a Hall of Fame vote. I think that's only fair. I always thought it should be that way. That's that type of club mentality. You're in the club, so you should vote on who gets there. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Tauchman starting left fielder, Stanton DH is one of the many options the Yankees have. That's one of the many options they have. I think Higashioka has a very good chance to be the backup catcher. Did you see Ben Heller being a key contributor this year? He has great stuff. One of the better sliders in the minor leagues. Good 90, 94, 95 mile an hour fastball. As long as Ben Heller has control and he gets that control going, remember he's coming off surgery, he could be very good. He could be very good. We bring Maben back? I don't think so. I would like to, but I don't think so. Pete Rose belongs to be in the Hall of Fame. That's all I know. That's all I know. He definitely should be in the Hall of Fame. Do we need another reliever? Well, need is a big word, and I will say no, we don't need. I would say no, we don't need one. It'll be nice to add another one, because I do think people don't understand that the Yankees have a lot of good guys in the minor leagues that can help out. Thoughts on World War III? There will not be a World War III, folks. Not because of this nonsense, folks. Wake up, people. To have a world war, you need to have other superpowers behind you. No superpower is going to be back in Iran over America right now, okay? So calm down with the silly talk. Johnny, his sweater is coming this week. Nice, Johnny. I'm excited about that. Very nice. Ryan, I don't think people do understand that. They're not a threat to America. I don't think people really comprehend that. I saw a tweet that somehow got like 24,000 retweets and likes. I don't get it. That the guy said when Iran invades America. What? we got to do something about these schools or something. Something's going on here. Thoughts on hiring Eric Creasy? I'm cool with it, man. They had to make something different here. The Yankees had to make something different, and we'll see how it works. I mean, injuries are injuries. I think a lot of it had to do with preparation. I think a lot of the preparation for players was wrong, or guys were just doing their own thing. So maybe some structure is going to help. There will not be no World War III. There won't be no World War III. First of all, what people also don't understand is that there's huge financial strains when it comes to war. China's not in the position right now to go about that. Well, even though they're one of the real superpowers of the world, the tariffs have affected them. They've had one of the worst economies in the last centuries for China. Russia, I don't think, is too quick to engage with America. Not a lot of people want to mess with this country right now. So we'll see. Yeah, I guess Iran's going to be throwing rocks at us very soon. So no one will ever invade America. It's ridiculous that people actually believe Iran will invade America. Iran. Do you expect Cole to stumble a little bit? That's a great question, man. I tell people this all the time. Don't have the same expectations of the previous year. So, I mean, I've seen people saying this guy's going to win 25 games. My God, I'm like, let's be reasonable here. Look, Cole is great. Do I expect Cole to have a good year? Yes. Do I expect Cole to... Do I expect Cole to have a 2.20 ERA? No. But I also expect him to have a very good year. I expect him to have a really good year. Really, really good year. So we'll see. Connor or Cowboy? I think Connor absolutely destroys him. You could tell in everything I know there's a lot of people out there that want to see Connor fall flat in his face, and I get it. I get the reasons behind it. I get why. But if you are a fan of fighting and you watch it with a eye of knowing, having a good understanding of how the fight game works, you could tell Connor, his mind is back in fighting again. You could tell by his body alone that he's back into heavy training and really going for it. So I think Connor gets him out of there within the first 2 rounds. I really believe that. 2020 bowl predictions for the Yankees. I told you guys I don't want to really give any predictions right now until I know what the club looks like. Maybe towards the end of spring training, I'll really have that discussion. I think one bold prediction, I don't like doing this, but I'll throw something out that a lot of people are forgetting. I think Tyler Wade may have a chance to really break out this year for the Yankees. They've held on to him for a long time for a reason. They really like him. You know, they don't have a lefty. They don't have many lefty bats. I think he has a chance to get a lot of at-bats this year if they don't add somebody else. So we'll see. How do I feel about Didi? I'm not concerned about Didi at all. I've said that for a while. I think he's going to have a very good year. I do. I think he'd have a good year for Philly, but I'm not concerned about him. Do I think Ford gets more at-bats this year? Possibly. I see a lot of people giving up on Luke Voit, which I think is very stupid. Luke Voit is really good, folks. He is really, really good. He got injured. He had multiple injuries this year that really affected his play. But Luke Voit, if you look at all the peripherals and you look at the analytics, he's still a guy who I think can really break out and be a 25, 30 homer guy at first base. Now, his glove may never be nothing special, but I think Luke Voigt's a guy that works very hard, and I think he's going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And it's good that he has competition. He should. That's why I said Eric Thames makes a lot of sense, too. Because, yeah, Mike Ford can possibly battle him for that spot. But a guy like Thames, if you're Luke Voit, I'd rather go up against Ford than I would against Thames. Knowing that Thames has been in the league for a while, knowing he's a veteran, knowing he's played at this level for a long time now, to me, that gives you more of that competition mindset. And I do believe that is the way the Yankees should go. Would Andujar's glove be better at first base than Voit? I don't know, man, because look, I don't think the problem really with Andujar is ever him fielding a ball that is hit to him. You could have less range at first base and be more than okay than at third base when you do need to have a little more range. So I don't know. I think Andujar has all the ability in the world to be a good third baseman. I think he has all the ability in the world to be a good first baseman. I think he could be a good outfielder. But no, I'm not gonna jump the gun and say he'd be a better first baseman than a guy who's played there for a while now. So I'm not ready to say that right now. But I think he could be a good fielder no matter where he plays. I really believe that. I think he has everything that shows he could do that. People have given up on him after 1 year of being a defender. 1 year. Give him time. Give him time. Many teams will take Andujar as the starting third baseman right now, knowing the type of defender he is. Many teams will take him. Tyler, you're right. A lot of it has to do more with his throwing. He was kind of stuck on that sidewinder motion. And a lot of times when you throw sidearm, the ball tends to tail to the right side for a righty. For somebody throwing right-handed, the ball tends to do that tail motion. So a lot of times I can get you balls bounced in the dirt, balls wide of first. And I think that's something you can see he's already working on. Now, is it going to be some amazing thing already? Maybe not. Is it a work in progress? Maybe it is. Maybe it's something that he comes out the gates doing great already. So we'll see. All right, guys, it's been 30 plus minutes. Again, I know there wasn't much to talk about today. Thank you for the 100 plus people who joined. Really on short notice. So I greatly thank you guys. My friend, Mr. Thompson, my friend, thank you. Of course, I got to answer your question for the graciousness of you. Thank you, my friend. It's Sabatia's final year with the Yankees. First year with the Yankees, he was 19-7 with a 3.37 ERA. If Cole came close to that, I'd be happy, not expecting Cole to win 25 games. I agree with you, man. I agree with you 100%. I'd be okay with that. I do think at that time of signing, Cole's the better pitcher. So I do think his expectations do need to be even greater than what Sabatia's was. I think Sabathia is always a workhorse, but I do think Cole's a workhorse and a real legit dominating starting pitcher. Oh man, Ryan, I love you, man. I love you. All right, guys, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for everything. Again, I will talk to you all again very soon. More videos coming this week. I got the music video to film. Probably have that video posted by Friday or Saturday. I'll keep you guys updated on that. The song is called Level Up. Some of you probably heard it already. It'll be available for download and all that stuff basically immediately at that time. So guys, again, thank you so much for everything. You guys are the best. I will talk to you all again very, very soon. Thank you.